was, so you do a lot of facilitation by the looks of it. So I've looked on your LinkedIn and knowing a little bit about what you do. What tips do you have for facilitation? So we spend a lot of our time obviously designing electronic things, but we also will be running workshops, and there'll be instructional designers out in the world who will be running workshops. What are your tips for facilitation?
My tips about facilitation is really remember that you are there to serve the group. And at the end of the day, you are there for them. It's all about them, right? So that can sometimes remove a lot of that stress and anxiety that facilitators can feel about actually having to step up and be the center of the attention in front of the group, because that can be really intimidating, kind of being at the front and just being looked at by all of these eyes on you for like 2 hours. And it can feel really overwhelming. You're like, crap, how am I going to remember everything that I need to say? How am I going to deal with resistance? What about if no one speaks up? So I think it's really important to remember that, you know, what is it that they want to get out of this and how can I help serve them?
Yeah.
It's also really important to set the scene early in the facilitation. So why are we here today? What do we want to learn in terms of the agenda? Why is it important to you? And then really ask some kind of question. You have to get their involvement early on in the facilitation. So in the first kind of 15 to 30 minutes, you need to ideally be able to get each member of the group to say, hi, I'm so-and-so. This is what I want to get out of the session today. And get that dialogue started early. I think that's the biggest piece of advice I can give. Where I see it fails is if the facilitator spends too much time talking at the front end, as opposed to getting the hook in and the buy-in and understanding what each person in that room really wants to learn and get out of it, right? Because not only do you understand better where to drive the conversation, they feel like they're becoming a part of it, and it's a participative type of thing. So I think those are really important. And then the third one is stay in the moment. So be confident that you know your stuff, do your preparation beforehand, and then on the day that you get up to facilitate, just go, you know, attend to your own mindset and make sure you're calm and open and you're in the moment. Deal with any kind of objections that come with you, and so that the people in front of you feel like they're being heard by you. So a lot of it is your own self-management that you've got to be able to bring. However you're feeling that day, that really sets the tone for how the facilitation is going to go.